spoiled little rich brat. So I do have Star Trek Discovery likes and dislikes. So let's go ahead and get into that before I rant too much. So here are my likes of Star Trek Discovery. I like the idea of following someone other than the captain around on the ship and having them be a main character. It's an interesting concept. I think it was poorly executed in Discovery, but I think it's an interesting concept. I like the experimental nature of the Discovery. That it was an experimental ship with an experimental drive, and that there were lots of secrets surrounding it. I thought that was a very interesting concept that should have been explored more. I like the score. I think Jeff Russo does an amazing job with the score, and I think it sucks that he's scoring such a shitty show. But his score is amazing. I love the opening credits score, and I like the score that he does for the show. And so I mean, people, they don't like Discovery and they like to hate on the entire show, but there are some good aspects to it, and one of them is the score. Next, for season 1, I thought Jason Isaacs as Lorca absolutely stole the show, and he was one of the main reasons why I continued watching season 1, because he was just a very interesting character. See, they mystery boxed that properly. I wanted to know more about what was going on, this mysterious ship with this mysterious captain. And they made him too good because these writers keep writing themselves in boxes, and they make me sympathetic to all the bad guys, because the bad guys seem to be the most interesting characters on this show. I'm sorry, I was supposed to be talking about likes. So Jason Isaacs was really amazing and really drove that show in season 1, and when they wrote him off, his absence was felt really immediately. For season 2, when they announced Anson Mount, and I researched into him because I didn't really watch Hell on Wheels, just the look, I was like, well, this certainly has the look. And I looked at some interviews and I thought, wow, okay, this would be good casting for Pike. And I was a little worried on the first episode that they were going to go the Bruce Greenwood route. But as the season continued, went with a little bit more of a stoic Pike, and it was kind of a happy middle ground, and it was well acted and well performed, and I really loved Anson Mount as Captain Pike. He really, his presence will be greatly missed. So I thought Anson Mount did an amazing job. So I also liked Doug Jones as Saru, even though they tried to kind of muck up his character with the Kaminar thing where they evolved the Kelpians. Doug Jones' performance did not allow that bad writing to ruin his character. Really, truly, Doug Jones has had to send some shit up the flagpole for a salute with these writers, and has been able to make it happen every time. So, I mean, he doesn't seem disinterested. He doesn't. Like, I buy it every time Doug Jones gets up there and acts that part. He always finds a way to make it fun. And seriously, he really runs some shit up the flagpole, but he does it with enthusiasm. God love him. He grits his teeth. He takes a deep breath and he goes out there and he just fucking brings it. That's great. I like Anthony Rapp Stamets in season 1 when he was a little snarky, and I missed that in season 2. I couldn't I don't think they figured out what to do with his character other than plug him into the Spore Drive in season 2. But in season 1, loved Anthony Rapp's Paul Stamets. I also like the visuals. I like the warp effect, and I liked the spore jump effect. And, I mean, it was a little dark and brutish, but, I mean, I didn't have any problems, really, with the discovery and the different rings in the saucer section, or the round ball as the bridge. That worked for me, and I really don't have a problem with the windows. It's like, why wouldn't you have a window? I don't understand why people complain about that. It's like, why wouldn't you? I mean, it's not original Trek, but it looked cool to me. So I liked that. I really did. I liked the look, and it was their interpretation of this universe, and that's fine. There was no problem with the look, no problem with the uniforms that I had. I mean, at first, I mean, I thought, hey, those aren't Cage uniforms, but I didn't really obsess on the subject. I thought it was fine. I wouldn't want to wear, although I wouldn't want to wear something that tight. You could really tell when the actors would gain and lose weight with those uniforms. Very unforgiving. I actually liked the season 1 Klingons. The look and the lore, and I don't understand how people didn't like that. When I saw the Klingons, again, I'm not gonna punish Gersha Phillips for recreating something like that. I thought that was the new look. I thought that was beautiful. I thought that they gave us this new lore created through these visuals that was just amazing. And they changed the look for the motion picture, and that's the look that we basically had for the Klingons. But I thought her work setting up an ancient and alien culture with religion mixed in there, and designing all that, I just thought it blew me away, and I really loved it. And I think her future is bright. I just think she's been done a great disservice by the writers. But I had no issue with the way I actually had more of an issue with the season 2 Klingons than I did with the season 1 Klingons. Because the poor writing, we'll get to dislikes in a second here.